Alright, let's get started. Welcome to Dining with Tim and Best Foods New Jersey and the array of sponsors who've donated to us to put together this phenomenal 5-part Thanksgiving special for you to follow along and to put together the most phenomenal Thanksgiving feast possible. Today, episode 1, I'll be showing you how to make cranberry cornbread stuffing, potato dauphinoise, and green bean casserole. Let's get started. Let's get started on that cranberry cornbread stuffing. And to make your life easier, make some shortcuts. Buy boxed cranberry cornbread stuffing without the cranberries, because I'm stupid. There's no cranberries in here. Open the box. You're going to need 3 to probably fill a good 12 to 15 pound turkey. Get your eggs. Crack 1 at a time. You can be fancy. I don't like to show off, but I mean, I got to. One-handed. And this is 3 eggs because I am tripling the batch. 3 1/3 cups of milk. Make sure you have a 9-inch springform pan. Pour it in the pan, with your oven preheated at 400 degrees, of course. Want to pat it down a bit. Pop it in the oven for about 15 minutes until it's golden brown on top. While your cornbread is baking in the oven, you want to start making the body of the cornbread. You want to make sure you have some butter, shallots, rule of thumb, 1 shallot per box, if you're following the box method. Some thyme, this is rosemary, stupid me. Some rosemary and some thyme. You want to make sure that you remove the rosemary from the stem. And same with the thyme. Once you have all the leaves removed from the stem, you want, my first sponsor, Chroma, sexy, sophisticated, and sharp. You want to cut your herbs and chop it. And once that's chopped, set it aside. Then we're going to go on to our shallots. Now, get your shallots. Cut them in half. Cut the ends off. And remove the outer shell. When you have your shallots peeled and cut in half, you want to get a dab of butter. Add that to your induction burner or flame. Turn it on, medium flame, and while that's melting, cut your shallots. Once your butter begins to melt, there we go, found you. Get a bench scraper and add your shallots to the pan, featuring our second sponsorship, Sandoo induction cooktops. You want the shallots to sweat a little bit, maybe get a little bit caramelized. Once it reaches that point, add your chopped herbs. What the herbs will do is add a lot of aromatics, a lot of flavor, and a lot of underkey notes to your stuffing. I don't know if underkey is a term. Cross that one out. Chew fun. Not only is this a rich boy flex, but it's quite swift. This is fun. I can do this all day. My shallots should be done. They're beginning to get a nice little golden color, which is what I want. Turn the heat off, and just patiently wait for your cornbread stuffing as you take another sip of this mouse water. What I'm doing here is just breaking up the cornbread a little bit. Add your shallot mixture, and add good old Rachel Ray stock. Add your dried cranberries. This can be done a few days in advance when you're going to serve it on the side. If you're serving the side, just put it in the dish, cover it with foil, cook it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes, or just stuff it inside the turkey whenever you're ready to cook that. Now to start the potato dauphinoise, you want to have a large pot filled with equal parts of heavy cream and whole milk. Turn the heat on to medium heat, and you want to add garlic cloves. Get a knife, and you just want to crush each clove, add it to the pot. Let this simmer. And to bring out our mandolin, potatoes courteous of Lauber's Country Market, you want to slice your potatoes about 1/8 inch thick. After you finish slicing your potatoes, slice your mandolin or knife aside. You want to start seasoning your cream. Dash your nutmeg. Salt. Black pepper. Whisk it around a bit. Get your bench scraper and just start adding your potatoes. After the potatoes have cooked, what I'm doing here is just adding a layer of the par-cooked potatoes in the bottom of the dish. Once you added your first layer of sliced potatoes, I have a mix here from Bobolink. Thank you very much. I'm really excited to use this. A mix of Frolic and 7 Reserve Cheddar. Adding another layer of potatoes on top. This should be the entire potatoes that you have sliced. Just put that all on top. Once you do that, just pour the cream right over. Now get your cream and just pour it right over the top. Get your remainder cheese and just sprinkle it all over the top. Don't need a lot. This is your indicator to tell when your gratin or dauphinoise, whatever you want to call it, when it's done. Pop this in the oven 350 degrees for about 40 minutes until your cheese starts to bubble and gets golden on top. You can do this in a day in advance, which is nice. All you have to do is just reheat it with the turkey when it's cooking. Now for the most difficult dish you'll ever make in your life, string bean casserole. So hard that all you need is just a can of mushroom soup, milk, peas, and onions. So, mushroom soup, whole milk, whisk it, whisk, whisk, whisk. The hardest step is pouring it in there. It's the hardest step. Now get your spatula. Start folding it in. I'm using frozen peas. You can use canned, use fresh, but just for the sake of my life and your life, use frozen. The best part. Onion. Now. Life is good. Okay. Onions. Fold it in. And what? I want more onions. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! There we go. I may lose you on this step. If I lose you, rewind. Pour it in. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I made a mess. Oh no, I guess I have to eat it. More onions on top. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can do it yourself. There we go. Now this is going to go in the oven 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes. Green bean casserole. Mwah. Thank you for joining me in episode 1 of this Thanksgiving special. I see you right back here tomorrow. Time to do some dishes. Alexa, play.